What's going on, YouTube? My name is Joel Milian. Thanks for tuning into SM Fitness. And today we're going to talk about ego lifting. Um, in regards to, these series of videos, these real talks, I feel like, it'll bring a level of transparency to my, Ralphie, who's the other guy on the channel, obviously, and my ideas onto specific subjects, whether it's in regards to fitness or just like, motivation or just life in general. But we're going to be talking about ego lifting. Now, personally, it's always fun to go to the gym, especially when you're going with your friends, and push each other to reach new PRs. That's kind of, what working out is all about. You bust your ass all these, these days training, eventually you want to go up in weight. However, a lot of times, there's instances where you should not be lifting as heavy of weight as you are, especially if it's extremely strenuous. Now, it's when you think about working out, there's a lot of risk factors involved. Like, you can get hurt at any moment depending on the exercise you're doing. And it's something that, you don't really I don't really like to think about, but it's just the reality of working out. That one injury can put you out of the game for a really long time. And I'll give you an example. Ralphie, the other kid on the channel, he got hurt about 2 years ago. His shoulder got hurt. It's called a shoulder impingement. And another friend of mine had the same injury. Essentially, what that is when your anterior delts, or the front of your shoulders, are become more developed than your posterior delts, your rear delts. So what that happens if you're doing any like pushing movements, let's say bench press for example, you'll feel like a sharp pain on the front of your shoulder, and to the point where it becomes extremely uncomfortable to perform those movements, and you have to go to a doctor. He had to go for physical therapy to get that resolved. But that's just one injury that could have occurred. Now I don't know the specifics as to when it happened, but I do know that, that's something that can be caused. You may not have that injury, but let's say one day you're like, all right, I'm going to go for this PR. And you have to, one thing too, when you're working up in weight, that you have to do it in moderation. Specifically from my experience right now, I'm really focusing a lot on strength training. In all, in the main three lifts, my bench, my squat, and my deadlift, and it's been working tremendously. I started, at the beginning of the year, January 1st, and it's already almost been 2 months. And I started with one plate, 135 squat, deadlift, and today I hit my PR, my deadlift for 215 for 5x5. It's taken a while, but I feel comfortable, and I feel like I'm getting a lot stronger. Anyway, back to the topic. You have to go up in moderation. You can't just jump from one plate to two plates and expect your form to be perfect. It doesn't work like that. You have to jump, little by little. So I would recommend let's say week and a half, jump up 5, possibly 10, depending on how you feel. But a lot of times, I understand too the mentality, like it's nice to have more than one plate. The 45 plate is extremely big, so you kind of want to, I want to stack 2 on that. It looks a lot nicer as opposed to when you have a 25, a 5, and a 10. It's like, I look at it like a little sandwich. You're stacking a sandwich on each side. You want to skip the toppings. You want to go to the real stuff, make it, as beefy of a sandwich as possible. You can laugh at that, but that's just how I look at it. Anyway, but it's really important. It's extremely windy today, but it's really important to go up in moderation. I would rather, and I'm sure a lot of you guys would have this mentality as well, go up little by little in weight, get stronger over a period of time, and gradually increase in muscle, then go one day to the gym and it's like, fuck it, I'm currently doing 135 bench and I'm going to try it for 225 today. When you have never touched, something as close as to that number. Now, if you're coming close to it, then by all means, go for it. But, if you're nowhere near, let's say, I would say 15 to 20 pounds from 225, then you shouldn't be playing with that weight at all. Now, You know, like I said, this is my opinion. If you guys are like, you know what, Joel, go fuck yourself, like you don't know what you're talking about, then, you know, everyone's entitled to their opinion. But I look at it like this. If you're serious about training, if you really want to, you know, continue doing this in your future, maybe make a career out of it professionally, like go into powerlifting or bodybuilding, or if you're just doing this, you know, as just an overall lifestyle, then you want to eliminate all the chances of injury, of risk. So, you know, get out of that mindset of, I need to have like the heaviest weight possible. You don't need that, especially when it comes to like gaining muscle. You know, a lot of times I tell people, it's, you know, put on 135 on the bar and go for high volume. Now, if you're going for, you know, if you're training strength, that's a little different. But a lot of times, you know, try to eliminate that mentality of, oh, I need to be the guy in the gym putting up the most weight possible. Because that's not the case. You know, these big guys that you see doing this weight, you know, a lot of times if they're not power lifters or bodybuilders and have been accustomed to performing weight, you know, movements, the exercise with that weight, then they're not doing the exercise correctly. For example, someone I saw the other day doing squats, not even performing the squat to parallel, and they had obviously they were being spotted by a friend, but they had 3 plates on the bar, 315. They should not be playing. They should have been playing anywhere near that weight. They weren't even performing. You know, there's no complete range of motion. They weren't even parallel with the bar, with the safety bars. It was something to, I guess, to say, oh, hey guys, I'm gonna fucking do 315. And his friends, the thing that bothered me too is that his friends were cheering him on. Now I understand that, you know, when you're working out with friends, you like to motivate one another. Don't get me wrong, that is awesome, because a lot of times when I work out with my friends, fuck it, if they tell me, yo, Joel, you can do this today, depending on, you know, how much weight we're talking, I'll be like, fuck it, let's do it. But it's really important to make sure you're working out with the mindset, always have in back of your mind, you know, safety first. I would rather you guys, you know, go up in weight little by little than have that mentality of, I'm going to be the big guy in the gym today. Fuck it, I'm going to put 2-3 plates on when I've never done them before. So just keep that in mind. You know, it's a topic that I feel like people don't really talk about a lot. You know, everyone has their own opinion to it, but that's in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think about ego lifting. Hope you enjoyed that little video. Hope you enjoyed these series of real talks. We'll have plenty of them coming up soon. Anyway, give it a thumbs up, please. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. And as always, subscribe and tune into the next couple videos. We got a lot of good things planned. Me and Ralphie, planning on doing a video in New York City, in Manhattan, in a couple days. So be on the lookout for that. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed that. Take care. Have an awesome day. Keep lifting.